You guys kind of taking having the bye week so early here in September?
That's weird. We're not used to having a bye week this early, so kind of giving us a chance to reflect on our last 2 games quickly and then kind of look towards the next couple games and more specifically Oregon State.
What's kind of been the pros and cons of having it this early?
I don't know. The cons is you just get antsy. You get a little taste of getting to play those first 2 games, and then they make you wait for a week, which is, I think, the hardest thing for me. I hate just sitting around and watching other teams get to play and waiting so long to play our next opponent.
You're gonna wish in November though. You probably had one, right?
Yeah. I'm sure by mid-November we'd want one, but it's the way it goes.
It does sound like you guys have been trying to do some self-scouting and really going back and analyzing the first 2 games, what worked, what didn't work. I mean, how has that gone? Do you guys feel like you are maybe making an improvement in that area?
Yeah, I think so. Really kind of treating it like the first couple days of fall camp, going back and doing a lot of individual stuff and kind of perfecting our craft and reworking through some of the mistakes that we've made in the last couple games, and then starting to look on to Oregon State.
Defensively, you guys had quite the challenge the other day. I got kind of hairy there at the end, but how do you think you guys did?
I think we did pretty good. Definitely would have been nice to not let them back into it like we did, but they're a good team, and so you gotta expect them to make plays. And it was just nice to see how resilient we were at the end to keep them out of the end zone.
Through 2 games, what do you think the defense has done really well, and moving forward, what do you think the biggest point would be to try to improve?
I think we've played together as a team really well. Responsibility sound. Definitely the biggest thing that we need to emphasize is turnovers. We lost the turnover margin to Washington State, and that's been a big emphasis from last spring is getting turnovers, and we haven't really gotten that accomplished yet, so that's still a big goal for us.
How do you think you've done so far this season? Obviously, you've been able to get a couple sacks, block a field goal. It seems like you've been pretty productive. How do you feel you've done?
I feel I've done all right. Definitely a lot of things to work on still, and I don't know, just little mental things and just kind of staying in the game and trying to find a way to make plays more. Definitely just some things that I need to work on, but for the most part, pretty solid.
How's it feel to be productive, though? I mean, you know that first game you had a couple sacks and block a field goal. So, I mean, it's got to be pretty nice first 2 games to be making an impact like you have.
Yeah, it feels good, but the way I see it, the amount of plays that I'm out there, I should be doing something. So, my duty to the team.
When you block a field goal, do you have your hands up? I mean, can you see it coming? Does it kind of hit you? You're in the right spot, or how does that work?
It comes out so fast, and you're locked in with the guy. You can't really see it and kind of change where you're trying to block it. You just kind of see through film where they've been kicking it and try and get in that vicinity and hopefully mess them up.
What was it like for the D-line in that game? Obviously not rushing 3 most of the game, sometimes 4, but he had all day at times back there to pass, but I know some maybe fans are frustrating, not realizing, why aren't they getting more pressure? But what's it like as a D lineman when they're dropping back that many times like that?
It's hard. It's kind of the same as playing a team like Air Force, but instead of stopping the run, you're stopping the pass, because the minute you slip up in your responsibility, if you get outside to try and get to contain real quick, he'll hit a under route through the B gap or something like that. So that's one of the things that we were trying to hold off. We were trying to press the pocket and try and keep him in there so he didn't really get comfortable back there. And we knew that they were going to complete passes. That's their offense. We did a good job stopping their run, and I guess a win's a win.
How big a challenge is it to rush 3 against 5? It would seem like if they've got 5 guys blocking 3 guys, that's a tough ask for the D-line.
It's hard. It gets tiring, but you got to try and make use of the one-on-one. One of the 3 is gonna get it, and when you get your chance, try and make the most of it. But that's the hardest thing, because a lot of the time you're getting double teamed, and that's really hard in pass rush.
Was that kind of game plan you talked about, kind of containing them a little bit, but also, it seems like dropping that many guys, willing to bend a little bit, but not breaking, obviously, is kind of keeping them from getting into that second level. It seems like that was the big approach.
Yeah, and I think we felt confident that we could stop them at the end, give them a couple yards, but in the end stop them. We had a big 4th down stop. We had the interception. We had a blocked field goal. So big momentum changers for us.
How does it feel just to be 2-0? You guys haven't been 2-0 around here in a while. I mean, how's it feel just you get the 2 wins, you get the kind of reset button here and attack it, next week?
Yeah, it feels good, but definitely can't rest on that at all. It'll be a big test for this next month to see how we perform.
Just 2 games in, but Coach Harsin said after Saturday's game, the D-line in general as a whole has answered the challenge. Would you agree with that?
Yeah, I think so. I mean, we still have long strides to go, but I think for the most part we've gotten out to the right foot, so I think we're doing good.
David Moa, how much do you use the nickname Moa Constrictor? And also, what's impressed you most about his start to the season?
You know, I knew that he was going to surprise a lot of people. A lot of people didn't know about him, and just seeing him work spring ball and then off season and stuff, and I knew he was going to be a big player for us on the defense, and he had a really good game last week and the week before, and just having him as an anchor in the middle and how versatile he is really helped our whole defense.
Without him being undersized, is a lot of it about technique and that allowing him to have success?
Yeah, 100%. He has great technique, great speed at that position, and that helps him out a lot. He's not just sitting there in one spot. He's able to get out and move, and it allows our whole defense to get out and make plays.
How much have you been looking forward to this game? It's pretty close to home and stuff like that. How much have you been excited for this one?
It's been cool. I've definitely had it circled for the last couple of years. Just an opportunity to get back home and get to see a lot of people that have helped me get here on the way, and hopefully see them at the game. So that'll be cool, playing in front of kind of a home crowd down the road a little bit, but it's just another game.
How many people do you think they'll have out?
I think around 30 or 40 around there. So, yeah.
They offered you at high school, is that right?
Yeah.
Did they? Okay.
Yeah.
How far is home from Corvallis?
It's like a 45-minute drive. Okay. Yeah, so I think we're actually staying in Eugene the night before, so that'll be cool.